We do have Fox Weather Correspondent Robert Ray. Robert, he is joining us from Merrillville, Indiana this morning. Robert, just looking even behind you. So we're talking about the morning after some pretty intense, destructive storms. I think now would be the day that people really assess and get an idea of just how extensive it is.
Well, yeah, indeed. We were in Chicago yesterday for all of these incredible dynamic storms that moved their way across the Midwest. And, this is tornado damage here in Merrillville, Indiana, northwest Indiana, which is about 40 miles to the southeast of downtown Chicago. We arrived here about 45 minutes, an hour ago. I just traversed these neighborhoods and captured video and also interviewed survivors. Just sent that in. We'll have that shortly on our air on Fox Weather. But you see the damage here. These are trees in the center of this road. This is 61st Street in Merrillville. You see a vehicle that got caught in this system. There's power poles down and power lines all up and down this road. Over there are the neighborhoods where roofs are blown off. Some of the structures and vehicles destroyed, power lines down all over the place. But yeah, this is what we're seeing up and down this roadway here in Merrillville and the surrounding neighborhoods here in northwest Indiana. And it's not just here in this part of the Midwest. If we have the video from Streator, Illinois, that is a rural area to the southwest of Chicago, and that is where confirmed tornadoes came down, causing damage in those areas. Multiple vortexes yesterday, as well as incredible winds and thunderstorms, hail that came through in Chicago. I have to say, we were under a tornado warning last night, and it just got very intense. Thankfully, we did not have a tornado touchdown in downtown Chicago, but the lightning and the winds and the rain were quite scary 2 days in a row. And on Wednesday, we had that evening commute that got disrupted in Chicago with the intense winds, up to 85-mile-an-hour wind gusts in downtown Chicago. But this morning, unfortunately, this is what we're seeing here in Merrillville, and NWS is going to have to assess this. There's just so many different spots where there was damage from all of this severe weather that they're going to have a lot of work on their hands here today. But people are out and about here this morning, and they are walking around and driving around and looking at all this. I could tell you that a family that I talked to that we'll hear from shortly when this video gets in, the gentleman described the fact that he actually saw the tornado and then took shelter in his house with his wife and his grandkids, and part of the house was ripped apart, trees down, power lines, and he described it as chaos. Amazingly, no significant injuries here in Merrillville, no deaths to report. That just again shows the advanced warnings that everyone gets in this day and age that is saving lives. But it has been just a very intense, tumultuous past 48 hours in this part of the country. And we're going to keep assessing and looking at all of this and talking to survivors as the morning goes on here in Merrillville, Indiana. And just to think, this is a part of the country that this severe season in 2026, they really have taken it on the chin so many times. Illinois, right across the border, leading the way in tornadoes this year. And northwest Indiana, honestly, has been in the bullseye quite a bit. In March in Kankakee, Illinois, and parts of Indiana, they also took tornadoes. It just doesn't seem to stop this spring for this part of the country, guys.
You're just about 50 miles or so away from Kankakee, Robert, as you're aware of. So, you look at this zone just south of Lake Michigan, including southern Michigan, that has seen it. Blue skies right now. We have storms that return there on Saturday. We'll let you get to it. Appreciate that update as we're learning more about these storms. Don't even know the ratings yet, but we will find those things out. Robert Ray for us in Merrillville. Thank you, Robert.
Yeah.